Hey everyone, welcome back. Tonight I wanted to talk to you about 3 BDC stocks that I'm investing in, and I think you guys should too if you're looking for high dividend passive income. Now, I'm sure most of you know what a dividend is, but for those of you who don't, a dividend is something that a company will pay you either monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually, depending on the company. It usually varies. It does vary, but it's usually monthly or quarterly. Those are the most common. If this sounds like something you're interested in, well, let's get started. So the first company I wanted to share with you guys, and by far the most risky one on this list, but by no means a bad company, is Prospect Capital. Ticker symbol PSEC. Business development company is essentially a bank that for other companies. They invest into these other smaller companies and give them funds as loans that these companies will then have to pay back. Per their structure, they have to pay out 90% of their revenues to their holders, us, in the form of dividends so that they can avoid taxes. Very similar to a real estate investment trust. PSEC is one of the oldest BDCs in the industry, and while it has gone down since its IPO and they have cut their dividends since their IPO, in the past few years they've looked pretty good, and right now they offer a whopping 9.6 dividend yield. They also pay monthly, which is great because it's a lot easier to see the dividend snowball start taking effect when you get paid more frequently. For stocks that don't pay monthly, yes, the dividend snowball was still there, and it can even be more effective, but because you don't see it as often, it's not as apparent. So it's really nice and it's really motivating in order to see that income coming into your bank account every month. The second stock I want to talk to you guys about, Ares Capital. Ticker symbol ARCC. They are one of the best performing BDCs out there, one of the biggest in the industry. Their stock has appreciated a little bit over time, and their dividend consistently increases, although the increases are not very large. And they also relatively frequently pay special dividends. Now, the special dividends are not very big at all, but it's something on top of what else you would have gotten anyways, and it's always nice to see that. Ares Capital is also offering a whopping dividend yield of 9.6%. Absolutely crazy. Their fundamentals and their financials look really strong, and it looks like they are going to keep going places. The third BDC I want to talk to you guys about tonight is Owl Rock Capital, ticker symbol ORCC. They're a little bit newer on the block, but for the past couple of years, they have done really, really well. And while we don't have a whole lot of history to look back on, so far, things seem good. Their financials seem pretty strong, especially for a young company, and they just recently increased their dividend from 31 cents to 33 cents, and they just recently paid out a special dividend too. Before I get to that, they also, just like the ones before them, are offering a massive 9.6 dividend yield. Now, why am I emphasizing whopping and massive? Because on average, the S&P 500 will return 7 to 10% per year, depending on how you calculate it, with dividends reinvested and taking into account inflation. These stocks, with the amount they pay you, even if you keep flat for the year, you're still looking at a 9.6 gain on your money through dividends. And if you gain any appreciation at all, it is amazing. So these are 3 BDCs that I currently hold for high dividend passive income, and I think that if you're looking for that, it might be something to take into consideration as well. Now, this was a little bit of a different video than my past few videos. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you like this video, please consider liking it, commenting, subscribing, just helping this channel out. It is still a baby channel, and I'd really like to make it grow. And because it's such a young channel, if you have any suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to read them and take them into account. Positive critique and feedback is always very, very welcome here, because I would love to better myself so I can bring you guys even better content. And with that said, until next time.